Focusing on yourself when you feel like you found the one is very hard for the overachievers, the men striving to complete their purpose, to find their purpose. It's hard. You're tied between choosing self gratification, which in reality is just choosing to better yourself, seeking approval for your own self, but you feel like you found the one, so you don't want to sacrifice that time that you use for solitude and give it to somebody else. It's hard. By the way, I just got back from the beach. I was scoping the scenery. I ain't ashy. That's beach sand. You feel me? Had to disclose. You feel me? But I'm telling you, when you care about your purpose and you're trying to be and remain purpose driven, but you found a woman, she comes into your life and you feel like she might be the one, it's hard because you feel like you want to do both. You want to be selfish and grow and, pour back into yourself. You've been giving yourself to people your whole life. The reason why you're alone in isolation now because you started to put the energy into yourself. You found yourself alone. And then, here comes a woman. You don't know if it's a test from God or if it's temptation from the devil. And you want to seek, you want to feel, you have the fear of missing out on a great opportunity. You understand that you can't miss what's truly meant for you. If she was your future wife, there's nothing you could do to ruin it or make it any better or easier. If it was already written in your book of life, it's going to happen regardless. But yet you're still striving, you're still trying to do it every day. You're not going to be lazy, but it's hard because you don't really know like the full truth. So our curiosity, it may not even kill the cat, but it may lead us in a direction where we might even sacrifice some of our time. The time that we would put into ourselves, we try to be around this person. But you understand that it's kind of hard. And it makes you feel sad inside because you know that she's going to be at a disservice. You feel like she's basically going to be your slave. You're so busy focusing on yourself that you don't have time to be around her, but you care about her. But when you actually want to see her, she'd have to miraculously be ready on your time. You don't want somebody waiting on you like that. You don't want somebody on your time like that. You know what I'm saying? You can capitalize off it if you got like some evil in your heart. But if you're a good person, you feel kind of bad. You feel like you're doing them a disservice. You feel like it's an unweighed balance. And you have to choose. Do I miss out on this opportunity? Maybe she'll be there when I'm ready. Because if it was the other way around, you wouldn't do that for a woman, right? Because we men, we operate differently. Or do you just choose to be, sacrifice your purpose to free up your mind to have the emotional space to care about somebody else? Or do you just chase love? But for the overachievers, you're going to choose you every time. We've been choosing others our whole life. And you kind of find yourself in the middle. I've been through this. There's a possibility I'm going through it again. You feel me? But I know there's men out there who are trying to work. You hear men always talk about, oh, I got to get the bread. I got to get the bag first, then love later. I'm locked in self-improvement art. But you turn away a lot of women, and it kind of makes you feel sad and lonely because it's like, if only I had the money to afford the lifestyle that I want to live for myself, I would feel more comfortable being with the woman. When you're trying to save your bread, whether you invest in, whether your business is increasing, whether you're getting more disciplined financially, the last thing you want to do is spend your money on shit that you don't need. The last thing you need to do is spend money on somebody else, no matter how much you care about them. At the end of the day, it's really the bread at the end of the day. If you woke up and you was in your purpose, you would get that money back. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't care to spend and splurge. You might be a baller at heart. You might even be a trick for your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might be the type that just want to buy her stuff all the time. But when you invest in when money tight, because you're so focused on what you're doing, when you're locked in, you don't want to do that. You don't want to sacrifice that. Every dollar you spend when it's something that's not for you, whether it's something frivolous like bullshit food, or whether it's something for somebody else, in the back of your mind, you're being like, this dollar could win to my purpose. That $1 could have bought me something that I need. It could have bought me more camera equipment. It could have bought me something more more stuff from my fashion posts, you know? It could have bought me something for my investments. It could have bought you something for your car that you want to upkeep. It could have been closer to buying you that Scat Pack because you want to live in that, right? These flies out here, boy. So you start to feel kind of disheartened. And if you come across this video, understand that a man without purpose is nothing. You're nothing. You're literally nothing. So what are you gonna do? The sooner you lock in is better, right? You can live the rest of your life in luxury. And I truly believe that when you take that sacrifice and you start to work for yourself, indubitably, you're gonna look back and be like, bro, I'm glad I did it out the way. Because a lot of times people sacrifice their purpose for love, and then once the love gone, when they're no longer in that relationship or that marriage, maybe they got kids out of it. Now you're back square one by yourself, no purpose, and now you're about 40 years old. That's the fear that us men have. So we rather just sacrifice our 20s, but you're gonna rarely find women who understand that. Women wanna have fun now, they wanna feel now, they wanna love now. Hell, they might even wanna get married now, they wanna have kids now, they wanna get fucked now. Excuse my French. But as a man, you have to be a strong man, understand that there's a time for everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like a gift and a curse, because if you're significantly older than the girl that you may feel like is the one, her biological time clock, she got more time in her prime. But you're getting older, so it gives you more motivation to like become that great man that you want to be with the finances, so you can have fun with her in her youth, right? Or if you're a man and she's older than you, her biological clock is really there. She about 33, 34, 35. She 30, you know what I'm saying? She knows she running out of time. She knows she been wanting to have a family and kids. So you're gonna feel even more rushed. So it's like either way, you're gonna feel kind of rushed either way. Or you're gonna say, fuck that and just have fun and choose to be in love, because love is a choice and it's also an action, right? It's more than just a feeling. And then you're gonna sacrifice your purpose. Yes, you can have a woman who's willing to build with you through your purpose, but that's very rare, and it takes a lot of trust. But you may not have that trust based off trauma, based off your own shortcomings, right? So when you're a man and you're focused on self, you're focused on bettering yourself, it's hard. Sometimes it may even feel impossible to do both. So when you're focused on yourself, but you feel like you found the one, understand that if she's the one, she's gonna be there regardless of how long it takes. If God truly wanted you to die with that woman one day, it could take 50 years. Ain't nobody trying to wait no 50 years. You know what I'm saying? But nobody on this earth is worth sacrificing your God-given purpose for. Nobody on earth. But if you are blessed to be face to face with someone who's willing to not necessarily wait, but they're willing to invest in you while you're on your journey and your purpose, you don't have to turn people away. Just keep them in your pocket and let them know that. Let them know that. There should be no room for miscommunication, because people are gonna make it seem like you leading people on, because people don't understand the plight of men and how goal-driven that we need to be in this day and age. The easiest time to make money, yet it's so hard because markets are oversaturated. So we're all trying to find ourselves so we can be different in this world. We're all trying to maximize our personality so we can be different in this world while we're climbing up the financial ladder, right? So if you're focused on yourself, on your purpose, and you're still congregating with women who don't see your value, who are basically worldly, who try to diminish you, you're sacrificing your mental health, your sanity, your purpose, your future, the plight that God gave you. If you're, what's up? On another note, if you're focusing on yourself and your purpose, and you find someone who's willing to invest in you, who sees your value, who doesn't make you feel like less than yourself, then it would be wise to keep that person close, right? The best way can. But you need to have that communication so everybody know what y'all doing, right? You don't want to falter, and you don't want to ruin someone's heart and mental health based off your lack of communication. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta lock in too deep, and you ain't gotta do all that extra shit. You can still focus on yourself. But understand that if you're choosing to be selfish, it's gonna come with certain growing pains that you have to learn how to go through. But don't turn away somebody good who can really change your life for the better. Someone who can really make you feel like, that the God in them is real. Someone that can really make you feel like, you found your other half. Don't turn that person away completely just because you're focusing on your drive and yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to watch people grow with you, you know what I'm saying? So remember that. You don't have to turn everybody away. Just keep a good solid few. Keep a good solid friends. And keep a good solid love interest to the best of your abilities. You feel me? I'm telling you. You don't have to use people. People are going to make the decision to be in your life, whether it's for what they want or whether it's for what they need anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because she's for you regardless. You know what I'm saying? So, or you can just sacrifice your purpose and go to have love and satisfy your guilty pleasures and then go out sad at the end of the day. Y'all can still end up married to the end of time, but your purpose will be stagnant. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather choose option B. I'd rather be the guy that focuses on myself, chooses time for myself, chooses to be selfish for this certain period of time. And if I was blessed to come across like a woman who was willing to truly love me through it all, you know what I'm saying? Not to sacrifice where I'm going, because she came into my life where I'm already at right now. So why would I stop? She's attracted to me for where I'm at. She's attracted to me because of what I'm doing. The fact that I'm focusing on myself is the reason why she's attracted to me, right? Don't turn that person away, because she might love you for real. You know what I'm saying? Just some optimism. I know it'd be hard out here for you young men. I ain't the only person who's been through it before. You know what I'm saying? So if you're focusing on yourself, or you feel like you found the one, man, try to keep them in your pocket, bro. But just tell them what you're doing. You feel me? Be fair. You know what I'm saying? All that.